Hi there, my name is Tracey. So I'm going to answer that big question. What is the real truth underneath IBS, candida, and leaky gut? It's a huge mystery, and there's a lot of people that are posing all these theories, but what I'm going to share is the real truth, and the real truth is emotional stress. It is literally emotional stress, emotional baggage that is stuck in the nervous system and the digestive tract in the body. The reason why this is because if we have a lot of emotional stress and tension, it's going to make everything not work right. So when we have that emotional tension and stress, it collects in our guts and starts blocking normal gut function. If we have a lot of stress, if you think of stress, it's tension. And when we have a lot of tension in our bodies, when we go get massages, or when we're feeling stressed, we feel tense. But with gut disorders is we get tense, we get all these muscle tensions, and we get these tension resistances that are in the stomach, and they start blocking the stomach. So same thing, in the back we get muscle knots, but in the stomach we also get knots, and then in the heart we also get knots. So we can get stomach stress, and then we can get heart stress. So that starts creating all of these problems. So when we have stress in the stomach, it tenses up. That's why you have irritable bowel, is that there's tension everywhere and it's just not flowing right. It has really nothing to do with your state of mind. It's literally an emotional kind of stress blockage in the body, because once you clear the body, the mind becomes clear. The mind is a very temporary thing. When we have a lot of stress and tension in the heart, what happens is we start developing autoimmune disorders. So this stress and tension really come from stressful emotional experiences that we've encountered in our early lives, and we didn't develop proper coping strategies with the emotions that come into our experience, and we tend to not feel our feelings, and we resist the way we feel, especially if they're negative emotions. So the thing with emotions is that it's very normal to have all range of human emotion, but in this culture, in this society, we really don't allow or honor any of the negative emotions. So what happens is that we gravitate towards positive, and anything negative that happens to us and we feel negative, we don't like the way we feel. So automatically we disown those feelings. We don't process those feelings. We don't feel those feelings. We don't regulate ourselves, and we don't release them from our body system. So over time, when we have these experiences, they accumulate into our body, causing us so many problems. And another way that I can explain this is that when we have a lot of stress that is accumulated into our nervous system only has two major modes. And when our nervous system is relaxed, that's when all body processes and biological functions, they start flowing and working right in the body. But when we've accumulated too much over time in the body, nothing works right anymore, and everything starts going haywire. So it's really about healing the emotional stress to heal stomach issues. And if you think about the gut as being a very emotional kind of area, so if you go to these common phrases, gut feeling and making a gut decision, and I feel sick to my stomach, these are feelings. And the way to heal deep chronic gut issues is to deal with your feelings, because you don't like the way you feel, so we have to deal with the way you feel, instead of just only fixing it with food and other things like that, because food is literally just that thing that it helps, but it never heals, right? And then meditations and relaxation methods, it helps, but it never heals. It's almost like, say there's this stress bubble, this is stress, right? And then you have you're eating foods, and if you eat foods that trigger it, the stress just goes like crazy in your body, and you start showing symptoms. So if you really control your diet, you manage it, you're not going to shake this stress up, and when you relax, you're not going to shake this up, but the root is still there. The root stresses and the origin of stress is the bucket or barrel of stress that you hold in your body. is still there. And the only way to really heal your gut issues, like, you know, the root of it, like the origin, is to empty the bucket that is within your body. And the only way to do that is through emotional processing, feeling your feelings, regulating your feelings, and releasing your feelings from your body. So that is the truth behind healing these gut disorders. And it's, yeah, and I've taken a while to like say it like this because I don't really know why it took so long for me to explain like this, because, you know, it's a big mystery out there. Sometimes, you know, when you know something is so real and you're just trying to figure out how to say it, because it's just so natural for me to know that that's the truth. And that was definitely the truth for me in healing my chronic gut disorders before. Is I tried everything else and it didn't work. And the one thing that I just wouldn't do was just to, you know, deal with my own emotions, because I didn't want to do that. And nobody wants to do that. That's why we will try everything else. And, you know, I think people are ready for that now. And I think that you're ready for that now. So please join me in the next video where I explain to you what I have to offer you that can help you to process and regulate and release these stresses from your body so that your stomach and your gut function can go back to normal. Thank you so much for watching.